Hello everyone. I'm Dr. Anusia Vishwas, Assistant Professor, Noida International University. Today we are going to see how to crack UGC NET examinations 2021. Okay, here it is. First of all, let's see what is an UGC NET examinations and why we want to prepare for UGC NET examinations. UGC NET examinations is University Grant Commission's National Eligibility Test. It is mainly for the assistant professor and come assistant professor plus JRF. Okay, so either you can apply for assistant professor or you can apply for both assistant professor plus JRF here. Okay, so what is the difference between assistant professor only and assistant professor plus JRF? Okay, so assistant professor, if you are NET qualified till December 2020 as per the UGC norms, what will happen? You can apply for, if you are a NET qualified, you can apply for only for assistant professor. But if you are want to pursue for PhD, okay, so you can apply for assistant professor plus JRF. Okay, so JRF is your junior research fellowship, where you can see that if you want to pursue for PhD, okay, you need grant because PhD is a long-term procedure. Okay, you need financial support from somewhere because you are not able to do some job if you are applying for for PhD only, right? So what will happen if you are qualified for JRF? So it is the UGC who is going to grant you for your PhD or for your research work. Okay, so that is junior research fellowship, and it is the amount is not less, it is near about 35 to 40,000. Okay, now next is January 2021. As I said, as per UGC notification 2018, a person who want to teach in higher educational institutions, they must have PhD degree only. But don't think that UGC NET, the value of UGC NET has declined. The value of UGC NET is intact. It cannot be declined despite the UGC notification of 2018, because UGC, when the government will change, UGC is again going to change a different rules. And I knew that NET is always a criteria for the selection procedures in the higher educational institutions. Okay, now let's see how to crack these examinations and who can apply for JRF, who can apply for assistant professor, what is the age limit, what is the syllabus. Here only we are going to discuss of paper 1. Okay, now let's see here UGC NET as the type of paper. There are two papers. Okay, paper 1 and paper 2. The type of paper 1 is common for all. Okay, so all the, whether it is from economics background, whether you are from English background, whether you are from management background, you are from commerce background, you can apply. The paper 1 will be same for all the candidates. Okay, now next is your paper 2. Paper 2 is a subject based. Okay, so if I have done my masters in economics, so my paper 2 is economics, right? I can select only economics instead of commerce, management, or any other subject. Okay, types of questions. In both the paper, the type of questions is MCQs. Okay, multiple choice questions. Number of questions in paper 1 it is 50, in paper 2 it is 100. Okay, marking weightage, you can see that in paper 1, like in both the papers, by the way, it is 2 marks per question is there. So in case of a paper 1, there are 50 questions, so 50 into 2 is your 100. So marking weightage is 100 for paper 1 and marking weightage for paper 2 is 200, because 100 questions are there in your paper 2. Okay, examinations mode for both online computer based examinations will be there. Okay, it is conducted by the National Testing Agency, NTA. Okay, exam durations will be 180 minutes, that is 3 hours without any break. So if you are thinking that between paper 1 and paper 2 there might be a break of 5 minutes or 10 minutes, so just forget about it. You have to give your examinations 3 hours examinations in a stretch. Okay, exam level is national because it is national eligibility test, so the exam level is at a national level. There are 2 shifts. You can see the timing of the examinations are like in shift 1 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. is there, and in shift 2 it is 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay, so there are 2, like you can select your shift as well, like either shift 1 or shift 2 according to your criteria. Okay, now let's see, let's move to UGC net marking, as we have discussed for both the papers, paper 1 and paper 2, 2 marks, 2 marks is there for each questions. Okay, and in paper 1 we have seen the number of questions are 50, total marks is 100. Paper 2, 100 questions are there, 200 is the total marks. If I am talking about the number of questions, there are 150 questions and 300 marks is the total examinations. Marking scheme, in marking scheme, what is the advantage in this net examination is that there is no negative marking. Okay, so you should you should give your examination without the stress that if I tick on this, my mark will be deducted. So there is no negative marking for the examinations. Next is conducted by let us see, like from December 2018 onwards, it is NTA who is conducting this national eligibility test net examinations. Till July 2018 it was CBSE board. Okay, so CBSE was conducting this examinations, and prior to CBSE board it is UGC's Net Educational Testing Bureau is there. So I have qualified my net examinations in July 2016, and during that time it is National Education Testing Bureau was conducting my net examinations. Okay, now let's see what is the passing criteria for UGC net examinations. So for general category and for OBC, SC and ST category, we can see that the 40 marks, 40 percentage for general category for both the papers, 40 percentage is a passing criteria. Means you have to minimum score. If 100 marks question is there in paper 1, so you have to minimum score is 40 marks. You have to score minimum 40 marks. Okay, in paper 2 there are 200 questions, so what is the 40% of 200? It is 80 marks. So you have to minimum, you have to qualify the 80 marks, right? You have to score the 80 marks. In case of a OBC, again please remember that it is the creamy layer. SC and ST is there, so 35 percentage and 35 percentage is there in both the examination. So in the first paper you have to score 35 marks because 100 marks question is there, and in the second paper you have to score at least 70 marks. Okay, the minimum marks is 70. Okay, so this is the threshold limit. Beyond that only you are eligible for selections based on the number of candidates who is appearing for the examinations and number of seats available for the net examinations, number of seats available for assistant professor as well as GRF. Okay, we will see that criteria too. So UGC net number of attempts for net examinations is unlimited. There is no age bar. Okay, so after your master degree you can give in numerous attempt to qualify your net examinations, but for GRF there is only 3 attempts are there. Okay, for general category, again we will see there is certain exemptions for women, OBC who is non-creamy layer. Okay, SC, ST, PWD people, third gender categories like the transgenders, women and researchers, like the people who are already in the research field, we have given 5 years relaxation for them. Okay, for GRF only. Okay, so age limit for GRF is 30 years by the way. Okay, and for till this May 2021, okay, the age limit has extended just because of this COVID-19, so it is 31 years. Okay, so like beyond that, after that, like this criteria will not be there. So 30 years is the minimum age limit for GRF, but as I said, it is applicable for current examinations only, but there is a 5 years relaxation for OBC, non-creamy layer, SC, ST, PWD, third gender categories, women and researchers, right? So they are getting a relaxation of 5 years. So that means you can attempt for, you have only 3 attempts, but the age limit will be extended to 5 years, that is 35 years. Okay,